Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you're all having a fantastic day today, and welcome to week 5, I believe, of the Cars 3 diecast reviews on my channel. We started off with Jackson Storm, then Combustor, then Hank Weathers, and then last week I reviewed Chick Hicks from Cars 3, and then in that video on the poll, you guys voted for the most part for me to review Cruz Ramirez next. I believe she got around 1,100 votes, which was 71% of the people who voted. So thank you guys very much for voting. And today, as always, we have another poll for you guys to vote in. And the options are as follows. So we got a new option in here, the Bumper Save Racer from Cars 3. Next up, Bobby Swift, aka Octane Gain number 19. Now this guy has been in the polling options for a while. I think I removed him last week because he just was not pulling in the votes, but hopefully I will eventually get around to reviewing him because eventually I will run out of options. But here's Smokey. Hopefully this guy also gets some votes because he'll be a pretty main character in the movie. We have Dinoco Cruz Ramirez. Of course, in this video, I'll only be reviewing the regular Cruz Ramirez, so an option for my next Saturday's review is Dinoco Cruz Ramirez here. And then, of course, you guys can probably guess it if you watched the last week's review, the Next Generation Nitro Racer. Now, this guy received like 17% of the vote on my last video, so my guess for the winner of this poll will either be him or the Dinoco Cruz Ramirez. Now, if the Dinoco Cruz Ramirez wins, I think I will throw in another Cars 3 review because I'm not really sure if I want to have Cruz both Saturdays, like 2 Saturdays in a row. So I might review another Cars 3 car as well, but we'll see. I try to do as many videos as possible, so we'll see what happens. So now let's get into a review here of Cruz Ramirez, starting off with her appearance. So as you guys know, voiced by Cristela Alonso in Cars 3, she will train Lightning McQueen to help him beat the new next generation racers like Jackson Storm, of course, and the Nitro Racer. Those are the first 2 diecasts we have seen of next generation racers that aren't your typical stock car, like, for example, the Bumper Save Racer. So she will help him do that because she is a 2017 model according to that statistic photo that was revealed a couple of weeks ago. Now, don't ask me how. So, wait. She's only 1 year old, or like not even 1 year old? I don't know, guys. I don't really know how that works, so hopefully maybe Disney can confirm something like that in the future, but it's a really big discussion topic that I honestly don't know anything about. So let me know your guys' thoughts on that below because, you know, if Disney says that she's a 2017 model, then she's a 2017 model. So then the question is she really only 1 year old? I kind of doubt that, but who knows, to be completely honest, right guys? I'd love some confirmation or something about this topic from Disney. So now, getting back to her appearance in Cars 3, she'll appear throughout the entire movie. I would assume she will be a pretty main character, and then I would also assume that toward the end of the movie is when she gets the Dinoco partnership and becomes the representative on the track for Dinoco. And I will do a quick comparison between those 2 variations when we get to the review. Now, for her release, I'm sure she'll be all over the place. I mean, she will be one of the main characters in the movie, so Mattel will definitely be producing Cruz here, there, anywhere. Multi-packs, singles, 2-packs, and we will get even some more variations of her in the future as well. I think maybe a Muddy Cruz Ramirez. There will be like a Super Chase double Ransburg Cruz Ramirez that will be in like a blind bag series. So a lot to look forward to in the diecast line for this character. Now, I will assume that this will be the main version that you always tend to see on the pegs, along with the Dinoco version as well, but I think that one will be a little less mainstream. So now, let's get into a review here of Cruz Ramirez. So, you know, this version here, it's a pretty basic, just 2017, I believe it's a CRS Coupe. Pretty sure it is CRS something, because on the back here, I think that little thing says CRS, because we saw a close-up in that, you know, character showcase. And I will show some pictures throughout the videos to refresh your guys' memory. and the license plate reads C01-06A. Now I found something pretty cool about this license plate number. So if you guys don't know, for some of the main characters' license plates, they take the actor's birthday and incorporate it into the number. So for example, here's Finn Missile, who was voiced by Michael Caine. Michael Caine was born on March 14th. And there you go, check out the license plate number, 314FMCM. So of course, 3, the 3rd month, 14th, the 14th day, March 14th. And then FMCM, Finn Missile. So that was a very creative license plate. So I thought, maybe they did the same for Cruz Ramirez. So I did some research, and it turns out that Cristela Alonso was born on January 6th of 1979. So do you think it's a coincidence that it says 1-06? I don't think so. I think that was definitely intentional. Now, I don't know what the... Actually, wait a sec. I just had an epiphany. You got C all the way over on the left there and A all the way over on the right for Cristela Alonso. And then in the middle there, it's the 1st month and then the 6th day. Oh, man, it makes so much sense now. Oh, that's such a great feeling. So there you go, guys. C, Cristela, January 6th, Alonso. So awesome job, whoever decided that. That was great. So now let's move on to the rest of her details. On the sides here, we can see the 95 logo. So now I assume she works at one of the Rust Ease Racing Centers or the headquarters in Radiator Springs. Otherwise, why would she have this decal unless she gets it after she starts training McQueen or something? I'm not really sure, but I think she has some connection to Rust Ease before she actually meets McQueen. That's just my guess. Let me know what you guys think down below. So the actual decal reads Rust Ease Racing Center Team 95. It's pretty small and kind of crammed in there, but that is what it says. Pretty cool logo, and we can see that in the character showcase. For her rims now, you can see that part of the rim is kind of covered with silver and the rest is black. That is actually accurate to the movie as we saw in the character showcase as well. I wish I knew some correct terminology to describe those silver things that are blocking the blackness behind it. So if you know something about that, please let me know down in the comments section below. And there's her gas cap, and that's pretty much it. This version of Cruz is pretty basic. She does have kind of a glittery and shiny paint job, which I really do like, and her nice expression, and actually really awesome expression. Probably one of my favorites, like McQueen's expression from Cars 3. Like I said in my review of him, I'm not really sure about that. Jackson Storms is pretty good, but I really like Cruz's here as well. So now I think I want to compare her to Dinoco Cruz Ramirez here. So from the looks of it, they look to be the same model, but of course there are holes now in the back for the spoiler. But I don't know, there's something about the Dinoco version that just makes her look like an entirely new casting or model. First of all, we have roof flaps on the top here. See, sorry guys, I did not say side view mirrors or whatever I said in my Jackson Storm review. Roof flaps on the top here, which is an addition from before. I don't really know what's going on about that back window there. Maybe it's because mine's like an early version. You can still kind of see where it connects to the yellow metal there, but I just wish it wasn't so transparent, but whatever. On the back here, I don't want to show too much because then you guys won't want to see my review of Dinoco Cruz Ramirez, but they do look to be pretty much the same model slash casting. Of course, you do have those differences in there because you don't need the holes for the side view mirrors. You do need the holes for the spoiler. You got the roof flaps in there, and some other things look to be changed as well, but overall, they're pretty much the same. The expressions are pretty much the same. And when I do my review of the Dinoco Cruz Ramirez, we'll go a little bit more in depth with that comparison. Now, as for comparing Cruz here to other previous cars, I didn't really find much. I looked around my collection. I'm like, RC Cars 5. What do you think could be similar and worthy enough to compare to Cruz? And I thought, well, Cruz reminds me definitely of a new sports car. So I thought, well, I think Sally would be a pretty good comparison because, of course, we got the two females that are a part of McQueen's life in a major way. Of course, Sally being McQueen's girlfriend, possibly wife at this point in the timeline, and Cruz Ramirez being his trainer and possibly love interest as well. I don't think they'll go down that route in the movie, but it's definitely something I wanted to throw out there as a possibility. Now, Sally is a Porsche Carrera, which is another very fancy sports car, and now Cruz is a fictional car, but you can definitely tell that in the Cars universe, she would be a very high-end sports car and high-tech racer, and that is why she's able to help McQueen in training, because she knows kind of all the know-how about the next generation racers like Jackson Storm, so she'll definitely be a great help to McQueen. And then another thing that I've been seeing going around lately is that Cruz looks like a Ferrari. So I'm like, okay, I agree, she kind of does. And so here is a previous Ferrari that has been in the Cars lineup. This is Ferrari F430, aka Michael Schumacher Ferrari. And they do kind of look similar in the overall shape, but if you get to the nitty-gritty details, you can definitely see a lot of differences. But definitely, they are pretty similar, so here's the comparison for them. I need to get a replacement for my Ferrari here on the left. This guy's coming up on his 10th birthday. I remember getting him back in 2007. Man, that was a long time ago. Cannot believe that Cars has been around for over 11 years, because the trailer definitely dropped over 11 years ago. So wow, that is just insane. Glad to see that the franchise is still around. So that is all for this review. I hope you guys did enjoy, and let me know what you guys think about the whole situation that I discussed earlier about Cruz being a 2017 model, yet she's probably older than one, or not even one, probably just a couple months old. So what do you guys think about that? Thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Here's your ending screen. We got McQueen, Cruz Ramirez, and Jackson Storm, your three main characters of Cars 3. At least I would assume so, unless Mater or maybe Sally has a bigger role than Jackson Storm, because usually the villains aren't as prominent as some of the other characters, but we'll see. It'll be interesting to find out. But here you go. Here are the pretty big characters of Cars 3. So hopefully you guys enjoyed again, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time for another review. Don't forget to vote if you are interested in having a say at what my next review will be. So see you guys next time. Bye now.